Okay. Good morning. We are in what's the start? Siman Kuf Yud Gimel, Nichos Bishul Akum. Hey Aleph, Dara she'eino nechal k'mo shu chai. So Aleph is going to give us the clothing of what Bishul Akum applies to. There's a machlokes about what is for Bishul Akum, what the makor is. Some say that the pshat is that it's because of chasnus, like pas akum. And the question is, are you going to come to intermarry and things like that? There are those that say the pshat is that because the chash of Michael Dvarim Asurim, that we don't know, like they might give you something treif. We know if there's no they both put something in, whatever, it's a chash, and therefore it's much more of a chash deraisa, and that's what Isser is. Nafkamina, Pitzchachua brings the nafkamina is a mummer, right? Someone who's not from. We said by Pas Akum, there's a strong thought to say that Tam Chasnus is not a problem because you can marry the kids. But Al Kopanim mitam the Chash Dvar Isser, and there's already what to talk about because he might come to add stuff in. In the first one, yeah, so he's a kaifer, chal Shabbos for Hesyer, any of these things. There is what to talk about, and it could be there's a strong side to be machmir, to consider Bishul Akum. I do think that the Kod Hechsherim here also. I think they're machmir on the restaurants as well, but I can't say for sure.
This is what I'm eating in his house.
No, this is time of Bishul Akum. They cook something. They fry you an egg. The egg is also to eat. Okay, we'll see about what. But I'm saying something which is chashuv. Anyway, davar she'eino nechal k'mo.
Where is the shita about shashis?
Where is it? No, the Pischei Judah. That's not. It's about Mumar. No, 1 second. Yeah, it says it. It says it in Pischei Tshuva. It says Shema Yechlenu Dvarim Asurim. First Pischei Tshuva, Kuf Yud Gimel. Anyway, so it says davar she'eino nechal k'mo shu chai, something which is not eaten. That raw, meaning that something that Bishul has to actually do something to. So something which is eaten raw, apples, fruits. There's a whole list of things, which are things which are eaten raw which aren't told. Shiloh about onions. Lachar that were makeled by onions. I mentioned pizza, the cheese and sauce and stuff. Jam, there's no problem Bishul Akum by jam. So potatoes would be would technically be a problem because it's not nechal chai. Beets, even though some people will go ahead and scrape beet, health nuts. Not say nuts. Healthy people will add beets to their salad, scrape it, but that's not something which is nechal chai. Generally, it's something which most people don't eat raw. Even though you'll have people that they're batla daitam eitzel kol adam, and therefore it's there will be a problem with Bishul Akum. And of course, the big shaila, the chutz shaila, is sushi, right? Is there Bishul Akum by sushi or not? Or mitzad sheni, the question is can sushi be matir salmon to eat? Then call salmon no Bishul Akum by salmon, since you see that salmon or tuna is nechal ra, it's nechal, it's eaten raw. So is that matir al Bishul Akum by these things? So I saw it's a bit of a machlokes haposkim. Belsky and Schechter and the OU were very strongly another poskim strongly the opinion that it does not matir fish. It doesn't, because Lamaisa, like if you go to a regular person in the street, right, you say salmon, it means cooked salmon, right? It doesn't mean, in general, there's still enough people that even though sushi is good and a lot of people eat it and a lot of restaurants serve it, but there's still a large number of people who will not eat it, will find it like odd, and find it, and the main way of serving salmon is through cooking. And anyway, the sushi, the salmon is eaten together with other ingredients. It's not it's sushi be'etzem means rice. That's really the main ingredient is the rice. And the fish is added to it. So therefore, anyway, it's eaten b'tarevis, which we'll see is also a heter. It says even though there are some people who eat what's called sashimi, things straight raw fish. He said that's a miyut shebemiyut. Most people go into a sushi restaurant and don't order sashimi. That already, you have, daitam yafe. You have to be a certain type of person. Most people that eat sushi will eat it in a roll. So therefore, they're machmir. I saw brought down. There is, I think I saw brought down. I don't know, whatever that he does say. That could be it is, but I saw a bit of a pshara is that if this is a fish. If this is a fish, which is generally only eaten in sushi, right? No one really eats it. No, I don't know if there is such a fish, but no one eats it. No one. But this is mostly used for sushi, and not used for cooking. So then enechanami, that would be called ne'echal chai, because it doesn't go by all fish and all this. It goes each individual min, and also we'll see even that type of min. Depends how it's prepared as well. We're going to get into that. So if it's some sort of fish which is by rove used for sushi, it's enechanami. There could be everyone we ask him there that could be. I don't know, but that it's that wouldn't have a problem with Bishul Akum. However, I did see. I was in a restaurant. I was in a sushi place once with it was okay, what could be in sushi? What could they do? There's a bit of a shvacha. And also with rice, there's a problem with bishul akum. You should know. Rice, we'll get to rice pashas. There is a problem with bishul akum. So anyway, there would be a problem with the sushi rice. But I saw once, even and it was a place where the hechsher wasn't the best, or I don't know. And they served there's been the sushi, and they put and there's supposed to be a roasted salmon on top. So they put the salmon on top. The guy took out a small butane torch and torched it. It's straight bishul akum. I don't even know I don't really understand what the heter was at all. I was very shocked by that that they give a hechsher to that. They don't even know what he does. I have no idea. But that was pasha straight bishul akum. Yeah, okay, you're fine. It could be this, it could be the this hechsher held that. You're right. I don't know. V'gam oila shulchan malachim. Now this is the second big claw which all the poskim are top with. What's oila shulchan malachim? And this is where a lot of things get into machlekes and there's a lot of different pratim. Open up svarim and go. I'm not going to go through all the pratim, but basically what they say is that the gather is. There's two understandings. They say the Shem Chazon Ish, he understood Shulchan Malachim means that anything that the Queen of England, or King of England, that the King of England would eat, or his kids would eat, like even breakfast cereal. I don't know if his kids would eat it, then that's going to be Isra Shulchan Malachim.
Your private lives.
Yeah. Other poskim, most other poskim understand that Shulchan Malachim doesn't mean that. It means it's something which would be served by a chasna, by a dinner, by a choshev meal. That's something which is roy for someone to be mad. You would invite someone to have, right?
So breakfast cereal doesn't.
Breakfast cereal. Yeah, the Chazon Ish I think is a chiddush. I don't think most poskim go with that. I think most poskim, most achsherim will go with this.
English cereals, there is a stamp that the Queen does use it.
That's really. So maybe in England, you'll have a problem. And again, it also Shulchan Malachim depends on the place. So maybe if it says that there could be an economy in England, you have a problem. But listen. I don't know if it applies to in Eretz Yisrael. You go to the basic chasna hall and they have greasy rice and and overcooked schnitzel. I don't know if it applies to that. But Anything which will be served by a choshev meal is a shulchan malachim. There's discussions about canned asparagus, canned foods, and as I saw that someone was asked the state dinner by the White House, like, what do you serve for state dinners? Do you serve anything from cans? They were like insulted. Cans? We only use fresh. Shayla, like, canned goods is there b'chlal bishul akum. There are those who are meko, those who are machmir. Shayla, about canned asparagus. Snacks. What about potato chips, right? They don't, I guess technically malachim, kings can eat it. It's a sheni. No, like some say that no, candies and snacks. It's not. Only shulchan malachim is something you eat by suda, not something which, they're not going to put a bag of potato chips out by the meal, even to put in their sandwich, in a deli sandwich, whatever. It's not going to go. Again, there's a lot of machlokes. The place game.
You need both?
Hmm.
You need both criteria?
That what?
Bishul Akum,
You need both. Nechal chai, it needs to be Eino Nechal chai and Oil Shulchan Malachim. You need both criteria, correct. And Lafis Boy as a pass is also a bit of a shaila about, does it have to be something which is only eaten with pas, but something like, for example, potatoes, right? Some understand it literally, and then, and you don't make a potato sandwich. I mean, generally you don't make potato sandwich. It's not something which is Lafis Boy, but it's masbia. So, or rice as well as masbia.
One understanding of lafos pas means in a sandwich.
Well, any lafos boas pas is something that if the bread is the ikr and it comes to even meat, people dip the meat. Well, that doesn't have to be mamish, but that's but something which is masbia by itself, rice, potatoes, things like that.
Wait, so
Or
you're saying
no, but paparis is a dessert, a fancy dessert. But it doesn't mean
could be also mudir.
right. But a paparis doesn't mean lahasbia. But I think most people hold that it is that anything which is lahasbia doesn't have to be only lafis as a pas.
I'm still on the lafos as a pas.
Yeah.
Anything which is used as a staple in other cultures is a shaila as to whether it's considered lafos.
There's a shaila.
So then rice and potatoes are in that shaila.
They're in the shaila, correct. I think the Bairo the minig is to be machmir, but there is there is a shaila about it. Other parperes, right? Bishul other kachavim, a few of kli Yisrael, even if you cook in a kli Yisrael, also asks a kli if he does. The base Yisrael also mishum bishul other kachavim, even in his house, it's also because of bishul akum. Iriv davar hanechal kamoshu chai im davar she'enu nechal kamoshu chai. If you mixed something, apples in meat, whatever it is, bishul ha'moed kachavim. If the ikr is nothing, it's not talking about rova in a row. It's talking about ikr and tafel, like if you love mutter, talking about ikr and tafel, like vehicles brachos. That if it's the main, if you're doing, if it's like stuffed zucchini with meat, and the ikr is the stuffed the zucchini or the eggplant you put a bit of meat in. That's tough. It just adds, so that would be nechshav tafel. So that could be that that would be okay. But if musaka, I have no idea. Is the ikr the eggplant, ikr the meat? I don't. You have to know. So then that's telling you that. That's also the shaila. Oh, eggplant is correct. Is that nechal chai? Okay, fine. It's just cheshbon, all these things. That's a shaila sushi also. That it's a fish, the yikr or the tuffle. Hagal muter lechal afunim kluyim she'avi kocham. You can eat roasted, peas or beans, whatever. Kind of kitten shakorin arbisin, right? Arbis. Kluyim she'enam oil shulchan malachim. They're snacks. They're not oil shulchan malachim. Chenagu behem. Heter in lo b'makom shenagu limshoach hamachvas b'chelev. Again, these things need proper hechsher that they're not putting any trefus in. Yeah, and you don't have to worry. They cooked it in their pots. We'll see later in the later siman that stam kelim of ovikochavim the chavim say are einam ben yoman. So therefore, even if they don't aser. B'chol pri shenechal kamoshu chai, any fruit which is eaten chai, afabish bishlo isoi avikachavim, even if the guy cooks it, v'nimche v'nase Tavshil b'yadehem, and then becomes like a proper tavshil shari. Al kain oichel pavidla she'oisim tekachavim, and it's a throwback to Ilchos Brachos. Pavidla is like some sort of jam or compote or something like that. So that would also be that would be mutter.
Do we say stam kalim also by halter, or professionals?
I don't know. Well, we'll have to get to those. That's going to come up a lot in Kuchaf Beis. That's like the whole simon over there. Gimel, Panada Sha'afa Uvikachavim. Panada, again, we mentioned this the other day, that it's some sort of, it's a very like greasy, like maybe malawach, I don't know, something like that. Very greasy. Had the dough's there, but the fat is like, it's like such a, is what really gives it its its name. Asura, afilu b'shenoi heter repasha shel Akum, even though those who are not like heter repasha Akum, isha shuman ne'asar. The shuman in it is so much shuman, it's nicker, it's ne'asar kashu be'en mishum bishul of the kochavim. Right, croissant. Yeah, it doesn't make a difference. Right, the question about croissant, is in fact it's very like a good croissant is really full of butter, whatever. That would be a shaila, shaila Bishul Akum on that. That Bishul Akum nivlo b'pas v'chein yerachos and cholim chayim shebishul in basar. You cook vegetables and meat. Asurim they shall shuma shel basar nivlo b'hem. You make a soup. Since you make like a chicken soup or something, since the shuma of the basar goes into the carrots, they're going to be asur. Dalid yish b'shematir b'shvachu shalanu. Some say that we're matir that if there's now there's no shifcha but a maid or whatever that work in the house. Yish b'sha'oyser afilu b'di'evet. Right, that's something that some say is not for shifras kamil, some say not. But the thing is that the Yisrael say there's no difference, and some say because of tchak or whatever. So haga ub'di'evet yeshlus machal divrei matirim. It could be samich on divrei matirim. Afilu l'chachila no'gin l'halko b'Beis Yisrael she'ashifchos v'avadim mevashin b'Beis Yisrael. This is something that they said they weren't goyzer, Bishul Akum in this case, because it's impossible to live life. You have a house with many servants, or you have your maid, or the maid cooks, or nannies, whatever, all these things, and then the pot's burning, they're going to come by, or the person's cooking pasta, and it's over a floor, or whatever. They're going to turn it up, turn it down. They're going to start playing with the fire, or turn it up. Without even thinking, so you're gonna and the person can't be mashgiach in his house, the whole time. You're allowed to have maids and etc. Cleaning ladies. So so therefore, they're in that case either they were matir or they won't go there. Either way.
Is that only if they're live-ins? Otherwise,
No, if they cut, they stay. If they're. You're right. I did see that some places.
Shows the main thing.
Yeah, the point is that they're kavua. They're kavua. Not like you hire someone come on. Yeah, someone who comes. Someone's like not exactly like a shifra, but the same idea. They're hired to come kavua every day or whatever.
No, you said.
Aruch wouldn't be. Yeah, no. Aruch would answer. Hey.
But just a second. You said in this case they weren't gozer.
I'm
gozer, or we're told that someone was machal.
No. Kiev shel yichat echem ne'abayis. Right. I guess right. Retoila. This is Rabban. I guess Retoila that someone did. Even if they didn't have kavana, but they did do something. If it's burning or this, whatever. It's it's more of a tliya in this case. It's more. At least in the Ramah, it's more of a tliya. Hey, Obi Kachavim. The Rambam said something, but it's not that there wasn't an exerit Ayin Sham. But I think the Ramah is mashma that there's more of a clear. Hey, Obi Kachavim. Shebishul alone is skavin lebishul. Obi Kachavim who cooked and he didn't, he wasn't kavanah for bishul mutter. Ketzad. Obi Kachavim shehitzis or ba'agam ke lahavir chatzir. they did. It happens that they do light. People light in their sadeh. They light fires to burn out the chatzir, controlled fires. Which well, yeah, they didn't do in LA, but Al Kopanim, that's
They should have been doing it.
yeah, I know. Yeah, they should have been doing it. Although there was a museum up there which survived because they themselves, the Getty Center, whatever, they did controlled fires outside their property to protect. I'm not sure if it survived in the end. They definitely had damage, but it basically survived because yeah, they did controlled fires. Anyway, Elahavir Chatzir and Yizbash Lebo Chagavim and in that they cooked Chagavim. Harelu mutarim. Those chagavim are nice and toasty. They are mutar. Afilu b'makom she'oilim al shulchan malachim. Even like in Egypt, right? That's they want to pickle the locusts. V'chenim charach harosh l'havir seyar. They roast to get rid of the hair or the feathers. They roasted it. Mutar le'achol roshei oznaim shenitzlu b'shas charicha. You can eat them. Because they didn't have kavanah to cook. Well, in kivin l'shem bishul, but if let's say they had both or whatever, they had kavanah for bishul. When shehisik atoner levashabo, he turned on the oven to cook. Hayabel basar tchila, and he didn't realize there was meat in there already. V'nitzla aval pi shel kivin l'zeh habasar. He didn't know the basar was even there. Sharei lo yadabo ulcer, because he had kavanah for bishul, and therefore it would be ulcer. I think we'll stop here.
But if you made a fire in Bishul, and then you was